Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be shopping my stash, but before we shop my stash, I always like to go through the products that I used this past week to tell you guys my thoughts, my opinions on these products, and whether they're going to stay in my collection. So we're going to push this out of the way and we're going to get started. The first one here is this Tarte blush book. I think they came out with this blush book right around like back to school season. I'm pretty sure because it's kind of like a notebook. I don't remember exactly when they came out with it, but it's got 8 blushes, a bronzer, and a highlight in here. This is a really good palette. I love all the colors in here. They are not as, what do I want to say? They're not as soft as some of the other palettes that they've come out with before that are like their specialty palettes or whatever. These are more like the original blushes that you get. They are very pigmented. They work really well for me. I had no problems with them whatsoever. So I really enjoy this. If you can catch this on sale, I got mine on sale for like $26, I think it was. If you can catch it on sale, I would recommend it. So it's really nice. The next thing is the Tarte. This is the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. I really like this foundation. I know a lot of people were very upset about this foundation when it came out, but it actually works really well for me. So I had no problems with it whatsoever. The only thing I had a problem with is, of course, that now they've discontinued it. So now it's like, okay, if I fall in love with this, now there's no more of it. So, but they did come out with a new one, which is this one right here. It's the Tarte Concealer. This is the multitasking foundation, which this one has an SPF of 20 in it, but there's no flashback. When I tried this, I didn't see any flashback. This color is definitely not my color. This is 345 medium sand. This is not my tone because this is very yellow, but I was able to try it out to see how it worked for my skin. I think it's pretty hydrating. Honestly, I feel like it was really hydrating. It had really good coverage to it. I can't wait until we can actually purchase this because I want to get it in my actual shade because I think this is a good one. And I think they've actually corrected what they did wrong with this one right here. They're coming out with a lot more shades this time. I think it's like 50 shades or something like that. So they're doing a better job. So I am going to give it a try once it comes out. I'm going to give my shade a try because I really enjoyed this little sample of it. So far this is nice. This is really nice. So I would like to purchase that in full size. The next thing is the Tarte. This is called the High Tides and Good Vibes palette. So here's what it looks like on the outside. It's got like the little water design in behind it. And then you open it up and you get the shadows. I really love this palette, guys. It looks like I didn't even use it, but you guys, you know I was digging into this thing. I love this palette. The only thing I don't like about it are the glitter shades. The glitter shades are very messy. So like they do transfer to my top of my lid. They transfer onto my cheek. I didn't enjoy using the glitters because I felt like they were just transferring all over the place. I'm going to try to actually purchase a Too Faced glitter glue because right now I just have the NYX one. So I'm going to see if that makes a difference because I feel like I'm just having a really hard time getting the glitter not to transfer everywhere because it wants to go like crazy all over my face. So I really do like this palette though. So if you don't mind glitter and you don't mind glitter mess, then this is a good one. And it's cheaper than most of their palettes they come out with. I think this is only like $39, which typically their palettes are more expensive than that. So I was able to get this with a 25% discount on their Tarte website. So that's another thing to pay attention for is Tarte does offer different discounts if you purchase through them specifically. The next thing is this Tarte brush. This is called, I don't remember what it's called. I think I have the box somewhere. Is this it? Nope, that's not the box. I don't know what I did with the box. So either way, this is their powder brush. Oh my gosh, guys, this brush is really nice. It's not like really expensively made. Like on the handle feels really cheap. I'll be honest. The handle's like very lightweight. There's not much to it, but the actual brush is so darn soft. Like it's like touching a, I don't know, like a pillow or something. It's so soft. I just want to rub my fingers through it. It is a really nice brush. Would I recommend purchasing it? If you're just getting into brushes and you want a really nice one to set your powders, this is a good one. I don't know if I would say that you'd have to get it because I do know I've tried some other brushes from like e.l.f., from like Moda that are really good as well. So it is a good one though. So if you were thinking about getting it, it's nice. The next thing is the Tarte. This is their new powder. I love this powder. The reason why I love this powder is how it works because there's a little, I don't know if you can tell it or not, but there's a little like a mesh thing in here. So when you push down, you're not going to get a bunch of powder onto your fingers. You're just going to get a very little bit. So it works really good for setting if you don't want to put a bunch. Now, if you want a bunch of it, I don't know what to tell you. I guess you could actually dip your brush in there as well. to get more powder out quickly. But for me, I like to just use a small amount under my eyes for setting. It's really smooth. I love the powder consistency. It didn't crease on me. This is nice. I really like this powder. The next thing is the Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea. This is the Aquacealer concealer. This one I've had for a long time. It works really well for me. I have no problems with this. It does have the big doe foot applicator like the actual Tarte Shape Tape, which I think the new foundation they're coming out with as well is going to have the same thing. So if you don't like that applicator, I think the new one's going to be the same exact way. This works really well though. It's pretty hydrating. It's not super full coverage, but it's coverage enough. Then we have the Tarte. This is the Shape Tape. This is not my favorite concealer. This one is a little drying on me, and you have to be very careful not to go overboard with this, because if you go overboard with this, you can tell for sure that you have a lot of makeup on. So I like it, but you have to use it very sparingly, which can save you money though, so that's a good thing. Then we have the Tarte Base Tape. This is really nice, but it's super, super liquidy. Like, this is like the most liquidy, hydrating primer I've ever used. Like, watch how much it'll just run. Well, no, it's not going to run, of course. Well, it runs. It runs all over the place. I'm telling you, it's a very liquidy, not concealer, primer. So it's a very liquidy primer. So I do like this, but I think that if you have maybe normal skin, it's going to work really well. For dry skin, it's hydrating, but it's not super hydrating. Oily skin, I think you might even be able to still use this, honestly, because I don't think it's that hydrating. I don't think it's like so hydrating that you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't use that. For me, I still like to use other things with it in combination to make sure my skin is ultra hydrated, but it works, so it's nice. Just a little too liquidy. Then we have lots of lip products here. I loved all of the lip products I tried this week. So every one of them made me very happy. The only ones that don't make me happy are these right here. And it's because this bottom portion right here, the lip gloss part, it will expire very quickly. So you have to be careful if you purchase these. They expire very, very fast. So use them up, get through them, because if not, you're going to lose them. This one right here, the only thing I don't like about this one is the packaging. I don't like the cardboard packaging. So that's just a weird thing for me. But this is a really nice hydrating lipstick. It's kind of falling out of the tube now because I used it so much, but it's a really nice hydrating lipstick. I love that. It's not really a lipstick, it's more like a balm. Then this one right here is their, what is this called? Hang on, I'll read it. It's hard to see. This is their Color Splash. So these are their Color Splash lipsticks. These are nice. These are hydrating as well. I love their packaging. The packaging is really pretty. Kind of looks like blue marble, so it's nice. But these are very hydrating. They're not super long lasting, but they're lasting enough for me and my lips. This right here is really good too. This is the Tarte H2O Gloss. This works well for me because I like very shimmery, like, I don't know, just glowy skin, glowy lips and everything like that during the spring and summer. So this is going to be perfect for me for the spring and summer. Then we have, let's see, I'm trying to find it. We have this right here. This is the Tarteist. This is called the Lash Paint Mascara. I like this mascara. The wand is pretty big, but it still works. It has a little bit of a smell to it. It's not super bad, but it has a little bit of a chemically smell to it. It's not anything extreme. Oh my gosh, look what I just did. Good job, Tiff. I really like the mascara though. I think it does a good job. It gives me length and volume. So if you're someone who's looking for length and volume, it definitely does give you a lot of that. But it's not better than my It Cosmetics Superhero. My Superhero is better than this for sure. And then what else do we have in here that we haven't talked about before? So we have these right here. We have the Tarteist. This is the Double Take liner. I didn't know this, but this has like 2 different ends to it. Somebody had to tell me. I remembered it, but I couldn't remember it. You know what I mean? So on one end, it's got like the liquid liner, and then on the other end, it's got your pencil liner. This one works really well. I like the liquid liner, but for some reason, every time I use this on my eyes, whoops, I'm putting the wrong end on. Every time I use this on my eyes, I find, am I doing it wrong? What in the world is going on here? Oh my goodness. I can't even get the tops on right now, guys. Okay, got it. But every time I use this, I feel like the liner smudges a little bit and it like disappears on my side of my eye when I was trying to do a cat eye. I don't know why I did that because I've never had liner do that where it just kind of disappeared. It was there and then it was gone. It was like magic. So I'm not sure why it does that. I'm thinking maybe I was doing something wrong. Then we have the Maneater. This is basically just a pencil liner. I like pencil liners for like the waterline. Oh, this is a twist. I'm like trying to pull it open. So this one is a self-sharpening one too, I believe. But this one works really well for me. So this one is, yeah, it sharpens in the lid here. So it keeps sharpening itself. So every time you open it, it's sharpened. So this is a really nice one as well because it stays sharpened for you. So it's nice for your waterline. And that is it for the basket that are new products. So we're going to move on to shopping my stash. Let me find it. I have some new products I want to be testing out. So my husband actually purchased some makeup for me. He came home the other day with some makeup for me and I was so surprised. And he even has the right shade of foundation. So he picked up the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Foundation. This is the Longwear Weightless Full Coverage Velvet Matte Finish. So it is a matte finish, but I think it might work for me anyway. So I am going to be trying this out. So he got it in the shade 205 Medium Neutral, which I think is going to be a great shade for me. Then he also picked up the Naked Reloaded palette for me. So here's what it looks like. I have been wanting to get this palette, but I was debating if I needed it or not. So he went ahead and took the guesswork out of it. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It is so pretty. I love the colors in here. I love that they made the two outer pans a little bit bigger than they used to be. So that way there it gives you a little bit more to work with. These are smaller, I think, than the original one. I do have the original one, so we'll do a little bit of a comparison as well if you're interested in that. So we have our eyeshadow and our foundation so far. And I need to go grab our buggy. I forgot about grabbing the buggy, so I'm going to go up here and grab the buggy quick. Okay, so I've got the buggy now. So the buggy has the eyeshadow palette as well as the foundation, so we don't need anything out of the dresser nor the other drawer. So now we're going to go up here to primer. So for primer, got it stuck here. Alright, so for primer, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics because I think IT Cosmetics should go with IT Cosmetics in my opinion. So I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics number 50 serum. This is the anti-aging primer. This has all kinds of good stuff in here for your skin, so I'm excited about using this again. I also have another one from IT Cosmetics. Where is it at? I don't know where it's at. Here it is. So this one here is the Feel the Moment. This one is really good for if you're putting your foundation on in the morning because it has some sort of stuff in it that just smells really good. It's like a, oh my gosh, I can't even think today. So it's basically just some sort of, I can't even think. Honestly, I have no idea what it's called right now. I'm having a complete brain fart. So either way, it is a really good one for the morning. So I'm going to use those. So for blush, I think we're going to go with a blush single instead of a blush palette. Yeah, let's use a blush single because we used a blush palette last week. So highlighter, we'll go ahead and use a highlighter palette, maybe? Maybe. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Anastasia Dream Palette, Dream Glow. So let's see what this one looks like. Helps if you have 2 hands or 4 hands, it'd be even better. So here's what it looks like. Here's what the colors look like. Oof. This is the one that broke on me when I got it shipped to me. Yeah, we're going to use that this week. I haven't used that in a long time. So we're going to use that. Okay, so that's going in there. Oh, Pat McGrath's trying to come on out too. Hey, no, get back in there. Alright, so for blush singles, we're in here. So I've got that sitting up there. That doesn't need to be there. Let me see. What's this one? Oh, this is a NARS Orgasm. No. So we're using Urban Decay. Do I have any Urban Decay blushes? I do, actually. So we have some back here. So let's pull all of the ones I can reach. So we have Urban Decay and Score. So we'll use this one right here. So there's Score. That's really pretty. And then we'll use Urban Decay and Rapture. These opening one-handed is not so fun. Here we go. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that one. That looks like wintertime though. And then we have Urban Decay and Fetish. And that one looks like that. So we'll use those 3. And if I can get this other one out, let me see if I can pull the drawer just a tad more. Sometimes you can just give it a little bit more of a tug. And I think I can get it. Yep, I got it. The last one. So this is in video. So this is the other one that I have in the Urban Decay blushes. So here's what that one looks like. That's really pretty as well. So I'm excited about using all of these blushes for this week. So we've got a nice variety to choose from. Okay, so now we are moving over to here. So for lipstick, I am going to use, I'm going to do a lipstick declutter this week, I think. So I'm going to wait to pick a lipstick until I do my declutter, maybe. No, I better not. Let's just go ahead and pick. I have no idea what I want to do. Let's use these two. These are the not Butterlinen. These are the, oh my gosh. What is this called? Burt's Bees. I couldn't think. These are the Burt's Bee lips. And this is in 513 Doused Rose and 501 Blush Basin. So we're going to use those two. Hopefully you're able to see that. The camera's focusing. Maybe. There we go. So we'll use those two for this week. Nice rosy colors. And then for contour and bronze, let me see. What do we want to use? I want to use this. This is a new one I have. This is the Ticket to Brazil from Wet n Wild. This is one that I picked up at the drugstore recently, so I'm going to try this one out, see how good it is. So we'll use that. Okay, now we're moving up to here. We're at setting powders. So for setting powders, I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar. Everybody keeps talking about how good this is, and I honestly forget how good it was. I'm going to use this again. And then eye primers. So for eye primers, let's go with Urban Decay since we're using Urban Decay. Let's use the anti-aging as well as the, do we have the original? That one's not the, I think this might be the original. This is Eden. And this one is original. So let's use the original and the, let's just do anti-aging actually. Because that'll be good to use it for a week. Maybe it'll help maybe it will help my lids. Okay. Now we're going to go into here, and of course, we're going to use my Urban Decay. Oh my gosh, it's missing. Where's it at? Is that it? There it is. My Urban Decay Naked Skin, because, hello, this is my favorite Holy Grail concealer, so I'm going to use this week. And then mascara. Let's go with, we'll use either IT Cosmetics or Urban Decay, so I don't think I have an Urban Decay mascara, so let's go with the IT Cosmetics Superhero. That's like the best one. It's so good. Alright, so we use that. And then for ink liners, I don't think I'm going to use an ink liner. We'll go up here into this drawer. And we'll pull something out of here. We'll pull, let's see. Ooh, let's do these. Let's do these from Urban Decay. So we got the heavy metal liners. So we'll pull all three of these. Let's do those. Yes. Let's make it all glowy. Okay, so we'll use those, and then as well as a original, this is the Black Velvet. So we'll use that one as well. So we'll use all of those. And then for brows, pull it down here. Oops, sorry guys. So for brows, let's do the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. So we'll use that one this week. Oops, I'm dropping them all over my desk. Okay, that is it. So I have everything shopped. We have shopped all of the drawers. We are ready to go. So here is my basket. I have everything in here nice and ready to go. I have lots of goodies to play with this week. Some new things to test out. Some oldies that I know that are good. Some things that I forget if they're good or not. So we're going to try everything out. I'd love to know if you're shopping your stash as well, because it's really fun for me to just kind of go back and find out if these products are still good or not. So we're going to test all these this week. That is our job, to test them. See if they're going to stay in my collection. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.